That was a close one. Red Nation Blogger back with another video. Before I get started, I want you guys to please just in the comment section, just leave something. What's up, blogger? Good shit, blogger. I'm happy to be watching, blogger. Something. It don't matter. Just comment what if it's relevant to the video. If it's not relevant to the video, just comment and just give me feedback. That's the best way to let this channel grow. So y'all do that for me, please. Also, like and subscribe. I don't want to have to say it at the end of the video. Man, USA versus Serbia. This was a game. From beginning to end, Serbia came to play. And I want to give them all the credit in the world. You know what's crazy is Nikola Jokic didn't even have the best game. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 0 for 6 from 3, 7 of 17 from the floor. Nikola Jokic wasn't unbelievable today. He was a minus 10. He was a minus 10. He wasn't unbelievable. And yet, Serbia shot the skin off the ball the first 3 quarters. I think the first quarter, they were 5 for 11. Second quarter, they were 5 for 10. Third quarter, they were 5 for 12 or something like that. Fourth quarter, 0 for 9. This was a game, but it was a trap game. First of all, this was the 3rd time that Team USA played Serbia, so you already had that going against you. But the thing that helped Serbia and hurt United States was the games before these. So when Serbia played Australia and they came back from down 24 points to win the game, that made Serbia start paying attention more to detail. I'm actually thinking that maybe Serbia looked past Australia and were kind of anticipating the USA game, which is what kind of made them get into that hole in the first place. And I think that that had something to do with that slow start of that game. Not to say that Australia wasn't a good team, but that's just my opinion. That's my outlook on it. And then the reverse for the USA, USA played Brazil, which, like I said in the other video, they did not belong on the court with Team USA whatsoever. It was a blowout. Team USA was up 30. Barely anybody broke a sweat. The game was never in danger of being lost at all, not even in danger of being competitive. It was never a game. I said one player on Brazil was in double figures, Bruno Caboclo, who had a 30 points that was not felt. Like, nobody felt it. It was not impactful. And I think that hurt USA. I think USA came into this game feeling themselves. They were swagged out. They just beat Serbia twice. And I think that that kind of got to them, and they didn't pay attention to detail. And that was mistake number 1, 2, and 3 this game. The attention to detail was poor. To start the game, man, USA, the gambling on defense for steals, losing. They lost every gamble. I've never seen a team gamble for a steal 7 times in a game and never get a steal. I've never seen it. And they did it multiple times. And every single time they did it, Serbia got a 3. Every single time. It was the most frustrating thing. I tweeted during the game. I said, if another person gambles and doesn't get the steal, they will be sitting next to me the entire game if I'm the coach. They would be sitting next to me because you keep gambling and you're not even getting a steal. Why are you gambling? Play solid D. We don't have the lead. We're not up 8, 9, 10 points. We're not up. We're down, actually. 8, 9, 10 points. And you guys keep gambling, and losing, which it made me so upset watching this game. It was maddening. I was just like, oh, like I was so mad. I was on my way to work, and I literally had to pull over and finish watching the game. That's how irritated I was and how intense this game was as an American. Because the one thing that I told y'all, and I told y'all on many videos before pertaining to the Olympic play, I love blowouts. I love USA being dominant, but above all else, I am a basketball fan, and I want to see competitive basketball, which is what we got today. So it was fun. It was intense. It was nerve-wracking. USA still won. I want to give credit to Boban Bogdanovic. I want to give him credit, all the credit in the world. 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, 8 of 18 overall. He had 20 points. Guy was playing his heart out. He was playing his heart out. And he had help. It wasn't like he was the only guy out there. I can't pronounce all of these names. Petrusif had 9 points. Guduric had 13 points. Avramovic had 18 points. Like, these guys were balling, man. These guys were balling. It was very frustrating to watch. On the U.S. side of things, Steph Curry. Finally, you showed up. Thank you, my man. 12 of 19 from the field, 9 of 14 from 3, 36 points, 1 point shy, I believe, of tying Melo's record, 2 points shy of breaking the record. I kind of wish Steph would have broke it because it would have just been way more impactful and historic because the game was closer. It wasn't a blowout. It wasn't like when Melo got his 37 versus Nigeria and the game wasn't close. The USA was up 45, 50 points. It wasn't like that. It was actually like a competitive game. The points were needed. And salute to Steph Curry, man. That dude played his ass off from the game, from the jump, from the tip. He was just splash, 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 splash. They don't win this game without Steph Curry. They do not win this game without Steph Curry's efforts. He damn near matched Serbia bucket for bucket at one point in the quarter. I think the U.S. had 23 points total in the first quarter. Steph Curry had 17 of those points. So he was phenomenal today. Phenomenal. Great job, Steph Curry. I tip my cap off to you, bro. LeBron James with a triple-double, 16 points. He had 12 rebounds and 10 assists. Here's some timely buckets and some timely moments, which is always big time for him. A lot of people just say the dumbest shit about LeBron James. This dude is a real deal, man. He's one of the greatest to ever play the game. Every time I watch him play these Olympics, I'm like, bro, I'm being swayed. I am being swayed to call this man the GOAT. Like, I've always respected Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've always respected Michael Jordan. Doing this for this long at this level, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. You can't wipe your nose with this effort. This dude he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. At this age, doing what he's doing, he's phenomenal. Joel Embiid showed up. 8 of 11 from the field. He had 19 points. Thank you, Joel Embiid. It's so funny. Joel Embiid and Steph Curry, out of the two starters and the guys that probably played the most in the rotation, they struggled the most. And today they were arguably the reasons why USA won. LeBron said after the game that Steph and Joel Embiid carried them. And it was evident. It was evident. Like, it was so evident that he did, because I was screaming at my TV. When Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo were in, they both took turns getting bullied by Nikola Jokic. They both took turns, and they didn't provide anything offensively. Nothing. They didn't provide anything tonight. And I was like, damn, Steve Kerr has Joel Embiid on the bench for a long time. Like, he has him on the bench for a long time. Put him back in the game. Jokic is abusing our bigs. Put him back in the game. Soon as he did that, the game just flipped. It flipped. And Joel Embiid has deficiencies. You know, he's able to get picked on the perimeter. Guys, you know, he's a little slower of the feet, and that's fine. Laterally, he can't move like the other guys can move, but he was impactful today. He hit big three after big three. He hit big midi after big midi. He got into the paint, got an and one call. The guy was phenomenal today. No complaints about him. But earlier this game, it was just a headache. Drew Holiday had a layup, tried to pass it to Anthony Edwards, ball turned it over. USA gets a stop. He comes back down. He has a layup or lob to Anthony Edwards, throws the ball behind him to Steph Curry at the three-point line. Steph Curry misses it. They go down and score. I was irate. I was like, take him out the game. Like, that pissed me off. I hate when guys do that. Like, I'm just everywhere right now because the emotions, like, just thinking about that game and thinking about how I felt in the moment, it was just crazy. So just forgive me if I'm not, like, staying on topic and just going progressively better. But the thoughts just coming into my head. Like I was only able to record right now. So it's like the thoughts just flowing into my head of like how I felt, what I thought at this moment. But I'm going to try to get back on track. I'm trying to get back on track. Steve Kerr. A conversation needs to be had. I thought Golden State fans were being spoiled brats. I thought Golden State fans were just trying to make excuses for Steph Curry. Steve Curry's rotations are a problem. I just told you about the Joel Embiid. He rested him way too long. Way too long. After seeing how he played in the first quarter, after seeing how he played in the first half, he rested him way too long. It was ridiculous how long he rested him. It was ridiculous. Jayson Tatum got a DNP today. Anthony Edwards played 13 minutes today. He was 1 of 3 from the field, hit a mid-range jumper. Anthony Edwards does not look to pass the ball when he's in the game. They had a zone. Serbia was in a zone defense in the half court. They were really mucking it up. And with no 3 in the key, it really messes up the offense. It really mucks up the flow of the offense. Jayson Tatum can move the ball. He can swing the ball at the very least. His shot may be struggling this Olympics. He may not be the scorer that we want him to be these Olympics, but he can move that ball. He's smart offensively. He's better than Anthony Edwards offensively. I don't care about these Olympic trials. We saw what he did in the playoffs. It's inexcusable. I've been a Derek White advocate these entire Olympics. I didn't think it was fair how people have tried to shit on him and tried to make it seem like he didn't deserve to be in this moment. But he shouldn't have played today. Jayson Tatum should have played. Anthony Edwards should have been benched. I thought even Devin Booker's minutes maybe should have been cut into a little bit, but Devin Booker played really good defense, so I'm not mad at it. But Anthony Davis didn't really give you much. He gave you, 10 minutes? Bam Adebayo, 9 minutes. Like, you got to find some time for Jayson Tatum in a game like this when you're trying to find options. Like, I understand you want to cut your rotation and you want to play certain guys. Jayson Tatum has to be one of those guys, in my opinion. He just has to be. He just has to be. I'm going to try to wrap this up, man. Kevin Durant has pissed me off throughout the game. He was just pissing me off. He was not scoring. He had 1 point at one point, and then he didn't score again. I think it's in the third or fourth quarter. But then he turned it on late, hit a big critical bucket late down the stretch. How fitting of it was this game for it to end in a signature moment for each player? Steph Curry hits a 3 off of a screen. LeBron James gets a steal and a finish in transition. And Kevin Durant hits an ISO midi, waving off Joel Embiid. I don't need a fucking screen. Get out the way. Give me the ball. It's my time to shine. How fitting was that? How fitting was it to see Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Steph Curry in their bag down the stretch? That was just so fitting. That was so fitting, man. I got to wrap it up because we're running almost on 15 minutes, man. What a game. What a game. Once again, salute to Serbia. You guys played your ass off. No need to hang your head. Go win bronze versus Germany. Or Germany, go win bronze versus Serbia. Hey, I ain't picking sides. I like both teams. I really like both teams. I thought Germany was going to be in a gold medal game, to tell you the truth. But that's pretty much all I got, man. As always, thank you for watching. And once again, thank you guys for getting me to 500 subscribers. When I get my subscribers up, I'm going to do giveaways. I'm going to do gift cards. I'm going to do half off prices. I'm going to do merch. I'm going to do everything. So thank y'all for rocking with me. RedNationBlogga out.